And I got into apps way back in 2008. You know, I grew up incredibly inspired by Steve
Wait a second,
Jobs.
how old were you in 2008?
13,
okay.
I believe.
Wow.
And it sort of it just kept going and going and going.
And you started building apps like crazy.
Yeah, I built like 40 in high school. And then I get to NYU, and I look around and I get this idea for Fresco News. And that's how I sort of got into that.
But before that, you had the flashlight app, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which we've all used.
I know,
but now it's built into.
It's crazy, yeah.
So were you upset when Apple actually built it in?
I wasn't, because I loved the brief success I had for the first few years. It was a ton of fun.
We've all used
for the first few years. But
yeah.
Go ahead. So tell me, you loved Steve Jobs. You followed everything he did. He inspired you, and yet you turned down a job at Apple.
Yeah, with the reason why I turned down Apple was because I was already working on Fresco News for about 6 months or so, and I'm so insanely passionate about it to the point where I can't be in some low-level position at this time in my life. Let's say, no matter what company it is, Google, Apple, even Facebook or so. And I really believe what I'm doing can potentially have a pretty large impact on the global news industry and hopefully society in general.
Well, let's talk about what Fresco is.
So yeah, we started out as sort of this Instagram for news app where you can browse your news through images in a really neat way. And as the months went by, we realized that licensing images is super expensive. So we wind up working on some internal tools to be able to source, verify, and license breaking news photos and video from like Twitter, Facebook, and Vine, to the point where we are living in an age now where there are 500 million tweets posted every day. The second anything happens, let's say in downtown Manhattan, a protest goes and starts taking place, you have over a dozen people within 10 or 20 seconds posting photos and video of that on Twitter, on Facebook, and Vine for video. So what we do is we'll detect those things, those images and videos, within, let's say, a minute or so. And then, there's tools for that already. And then we'll go beyond that and verify that it's legitimate and then distribute that content to our news partners. So let's say, like the Wall Street Journal.
But you have to get an agreement. If I take a picture of a news event,
yeah.
Do you then tweet me or send me an email that says I want to represent? You effectively want to represent me in the same way that Getty Images might try to buy an image.
Exactly. So our platform automatically reaches out to you as an individual on the scene and literally asks, like, can the Wall Street Journal use this photo? All you do is you click a link, you hit approve, and then that's it. We get the license.
So I don't negotiate with you over price.
Not yet. That's something that we're working on now, but we've seen that over 98% of everyone we reach out to gives it to us for free.
Yeah, but if I have like the Ray Rice video or something, and TMZ is calling and you're calling, I want to sell to the highest customer, right?
The reason why this works is because in breaking news now, it's not just you posting it, it's 12 other people within 10 seconds. So no matter what, one of those people is going to post it online.
Do they get a photo credit?
They do. So that's probably the biggest reason why they give it to us for free. They get their credit on the television screen or in the newspaper. And then what we also see is that in our trials, we'll even ask, like, why did you give it to us?
Yeah.
And we hear that, as an individual, they always say, I really felt the need to get my content out there because I thought it could potentially, make a bit of an impact.